Has the intense Senate leadership standoff created a constitutional gridlock? Let's ask our first guest tonight, one of the framers of the 1987 Constitution, Attorney Rene Sarmiento. Welcome to the big story, sir.
Good evening, Ses, Pauline, and Sean. Magandang gabi po sa kanilang lahat.
Okay. Does the Constitution have an answer to what now looks like, even if there is a new majority, the other bloc is insisting that they still hold the reins of power in the Senate?
Carol, may sagot po ang ating saligang batas at ang ating Korte Suprema sa tanong mo. Especially yung sa Section 16, nakalagay po doon, members of each house, at ang interpretation po ng ating Korte Suprema at ang US Supreme Court, ang ibig sabihin po niyan ay physical majority that will constitute a constitutional quorum or constitutional majority. Yung physical majority po ng mga senador na nandun po sa sesyon, that will be the meaning, yan po ibig sabihin ng members of each house.
Right. Pero po, pagdating sa pagboto ng Senate President, kailangan ng 13. It's explicit in the Constitution?
Nakalagay po sa ating Rule 2 ng Rules of the Senate March 2025. Dapat po ay majority of all members of the House. So ibig sabihin po 13. 13 po ang bilang. But ito pong sitwasyon natin sa Senado ay kakaiba po dahil po nung tinawag po ang pulong, wala po yung isang grupo at ang nangyari po dyan, our Senator De La Rosa and Senator Jinggoy, so 22, so 12. Pwede pong 12 ang pwedeng bumoto for the Senate President. As a matter of fact, an acting Senate President was elected by the physical majority.
All right. So the count is tama po, -2 dahil at large ang isa nagtatago po sa batas, ang isa naman ay nakakulong. So tama po na bibilangin ang 22 dahil ang giit po ng kabila ay dapat manatiling 24 ang bilang.
Yan po ay niresolve na ng ating Korte Suprema SES. Nas-resolve na ng Korte Suprema ng Estados Unidos in 1892. So, ibig sabihin po kung wala po yung iba, hindi physically present, kung sino po ang present, yung physical majority or numeric majority, shall constitute the constitutional quorum. Yan po ibig sabihin. Kaya nga po, says ang aking position dyan, to resolve this issue once and for all, dapat po ay dalhin sa Korte Suprema to prevent the impasse. Sa Abilino versus Cuenco says, binanggit ng Korte Suprema doon na there is grave danger, there is a crisis. If this is not resolved, is it Supreme Court or revolution ang wording ng Abilino versus Cuenco? Ayaw po natin ng revolusyon o kaguluhan. To prevent this impasse, this gridlock or logjam, sa tingin ko po, says, ay panahon na para dalhin po sa Korte Suprema and resolve the impasse.
Because in Avellino versus Cuenco, hindi rin po masyadong malinaw ang Korte Suprema dun sa kanilang kasagutan po.
6-4 po ang botohan po doon, says, no? At sabi ng anim na ito ay physical majority ang kailangan lang po kung wala po yung iba, kung nag-walk out o hindi umattend, physical majority who are present in the session, siya po ang bubuo ng constitutional quorum. Kung titingnan po natin yung nangyari po sa Senado noon, ang physical majority was 12. So, majority of the 22 members of the Senate.
This means then that the action taken by the group of Senator Gatchalian was legal and according to the Constitution.
Says from the point of view of that decision and the earlier case of U.S. Balien, an 1892 U.S. Supreme Court decision, Yung ginawa po ng ating isang grupo led by Senator Gatchalian ay legal and constitutional po.
Ngayon po yung kabila, the group led by Senator Alan Peter Cayetano, hindi ko po maintindihan kung bakit wala sila doon ng 3 araw, tapos sa kahapon naman po ay nag-attend ang marami sa kanila sa Blue Ribbon Committee hearing. Meron po bang pagkukulang ang ginawa ng kanilang grupo dahil sa as senators? Were they abdicating their duties as senators po?
Says with due respect to that group led by our Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano, mukhang nagkulang po sila sa kanilang responsibilidad because the purpose of a Senate is deliberative and physical attendance. So, ilang provision po sa ating saligang batas. Ang binabanggit po ay physical, when say attendance, ay physical attendance. Because the very nature of a Senate is a deliberative assembly. Dapat nag-uusap-usap po. The word Congress comes from the Latin word congressus, ibig sabihin meeting with. Kaya ibig sabihin po, nagkikita-kita sila, nag-uusap, at present po lahat.
So, sa Lunes po ay gagawin na ang tunay na Blue Ribbon Committee hearing. Ano po ang advice ninyo dito sa mga senador? Especially those in the minority, because they're digging their heels, they are justifying their actions kahit na po hindi po sang-ayon sa konstitusyon.
Says, ako po ay umaapila sa ating kagagalang ng mga senador na nagmula sa dalawang kampo. Malinaw pong Article 11, Accountability of Public Officers, meaning serve with utmost responsibility, act with patriotism. Nanggampanan ang trabaho po nila. Ngayon, if this cannot be resolved internally among themselves, nandyan po ang Korte Suprema natin that resolves constitutional conflicts and the bulwark of rights and liberties, sabi ng isang justice sa kasong yan. So pwedeng ihain ang isang petition for quo warranto to resolve once and for all. This is with due respect to both sides na nahalal ng ating taong bayan.
Tama rin po ba na hindi sila bumoto para sa posisyon na Senate President dahil kailangan po yung majority ang bilang ay 24? Tama po.
Sa tingin ko, says at that time when it convened, may poder sila maghalal. Although sinasabi po ng ating rules of the Senate, dapat po except for the election of the Senate President, dapat members of the entire House of all. So pinagpaliban po ng ating grupo ni Senator Gatchalian. Pero sa tingin ko po at the time, based on the two decisions I have mentioned, pwede po maghalal ng Senate President, kahit na acting President and members and officers of the Senate.
But isn't the Constitution very explicit that it has to be majority of all?
Okay. Yung majority of all, sabi ko nga, says, kung walang iba, yung physically present. But if they are all present, no, another scenario, nandun lahat. So pwede pong, they can elect a regular Senate President following that provision in the Constitution.
So hindi ho kailangan ng bilang yung kompletong 24? Because
Hindi po, totoo po yan, says, because number one, wala po si Senator De La Rosa, wala po si Senator Jinggoy Estrada. In one experience that we had under Senator Franklin Drilon, may mga absent dahil po may kaso o nasa ibang bansa. Tinuloy po at yung 17 po constituted the physical majority as constitutional forum.
In your deliberations when you're crafting the Constitution, were you imagining these scenarios?
Says honestly and candidly, hindi po. Beyond our contemplation that this will happen, hindi po namin naisip yung nangyari sa Avelino versus Cuenco na nagkagulin po sa Senado. May 1,000 per audience na nagkagulo. May suntukan po sa gallery. This was beyond our contemplation, Just because you are thinking of a Senate that is serious, that is deliberative, and always thinking of the common good.
So in hindsight, what are you thinking?
Well, sa hindsight, baka nga, well, nagkulang kami. Honesty, no? But I see these things, says, as blessings in disguise. Because from this experience, we can craft laws and provisions later on in the Constitution. For after all, says constitutions are the product of tempestuous times, product of wars and revolutions and the rebellions. From this experience, yayaman po ang ating saligang batas.
Wag lang po sanang tumagal.
Now, says about tumagal, no? The Avila versus Cuenco petition was filed. Ang nangyari po, February 21, no? February 21, 1949. The case was decided March 4, 1949. Less than 3 weeks, the Supreme Court acted on it speedily. So sana po ang ating Korte Suprema within the 3 weeks time or even 2 weeks should resolve this issue once and for all. May kli po sa Abilino versus Cuenco.
Okay. Now, dito po sa nalalapit na impeachment trial ni VP Sara, mahihirapan po ba ang isang acting president or presiding officer as they call Senator Gatchalian na mag-preside dito po sa impeachment?
Says we have two groups contesting positions at hindi pa ho nagkakasundo. Sa tingin ko po, this has to be resolved once and for all. If not by them, by the Supreme Court. Otherwise, we have this stalemate, this logjam or impasse that cannot be resolved. Sabi nga ni Justice Perfectus Avila versus Cuenco, let us avoid threats of violence or kaguluhan, and only the Supreme Court can resolve this impasse.
Okay. Nalimutan ko palang tanungin po, yung hearing na isinagawa kahapon na, well, unofficial, considered unofficial, are the senators liable for certain legal consequences, such as maybe libel, because their names were maligned and well, there were some senators accused of receiving maletas of cash.
Now, it was unofficial, says, because we have an elected acting president and other officers of the Senate. So, yan po ay tinulo yung hearing kahapon, kahapon ng isang araw. Names were mentioned in that proceeding at as you have said, were maligned. So that is one, there's a possibility na pwede po mag-file silang appropriate complaint against persons responsible for the accusation.
All right, once again, we thank you for sharing your insights and your wisdom with us. Attorney Rene Sarmiento, one of the framers of our Constitution.
Maraming salamat, Ses, and to our listeners. Salamat po.